Although the launch of the Galaxy S8 has been delayed and will miss MWC, although a Marvel-style post-credits tease is expected, critical decisions around the Galaxy S8 strategy continue to be made. There is enough evidence to believe that the South Korean company will launch two models, both with the curved edge but coming in different screen sizes. These will have to go into production long before S8 family is launched, and that means Samsung has to decide which is going to be the favored smartphone. Samsung has been here before, with mixed results. It's worth highlighting its first big flagship split with the Galaxy S6 and the S6 Edge. Thanks to the new curved screen, Samsung had to make its best guess as to the production split. It is believed that Samsung expected the flat-screen vanilla S6 to outsell the S6 Edge by a ratio of 4:1. The demand turned out to be nearer 1:1, and the South Korean company was left with a large overstock of the unloved flat-screen handset. The curious factor in this was where consumers who wanted the S6 went when their desired handset was not available. Rather than go for the other Samsung handset, they simply decided not to make a purchase or move to another manufacturer's model. 1 year later, Samsung was in a better place to gauge the relative volumes of the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge. The indications are that the S7 family maintained rough parity between production and sales of the vanilla S7 and the S7 Edge in the initial sales period. And so the planning for the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus now comes into focus. Unlike previous years, both models come with a curved screen. The main change between the two handsets is expected to be the physical size of the screen, and potentially some degradation in the camera specifications on the smaller handset. How many should Samsung make of each unit to maximize its market return as the S8 family goes on sale? As long as the guesstimate of the volumes is close to the actual demand, Samsung should be able to shift any backlog on the unit with the lower demand. But it will have lost out on maximizing the sales potential of the other handset during the first few weeks, where records can be broken and PR messages magnified. The danger is if the estimate is wildly wrong, that leave a lot of dissatisfied consumers who may not give Samsung another chance after the incendiary Note 7 issues. Unlike the S7 and S7 Edge, which could look at the historical data of the S6 family sales, the two S8 models do not have a direct comparison in Samsung's lineup. By virtue of both models having a curved edge, the split lessons from the S6 and the S7 years cannot be directly applied. Indirect comparisons can be made in Samsung's history, such as the release of the larger-screened Galaxy S6 Mega, although this was some months after the S6 and S6 Edge had been launched. There's also a batch of data from the Galaxy Note 7 launch which used Samsung's visual identity of the curved edges, but of course there were not two model sizes to choose from. After the Note 7 debacle, the pressure is on Samsung's mobile team to deliver success with the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. Divining correctly how many of each model to make in the initial production run will go a long way to achieving that success. Follow me on Facebook. Find more of my work at iwanspence.cook, on Twitter and LinkedIn. You should subscribe to my weekly newsletter of trivial posts. The Surface Pro 5 is one of Microsoft's most highly anticipated devices for 2017. With the immense success of the Surface Pro 4, the upcoming release of the SP5 is all but confirmed. As the rumored April 2017 release date approaches, however, the rumor mill has shifted to overdrive, providing possible details and specs of the upcoming 2-inch-1 productivity machine. From what the rumors seem to indicate so far, it appears that the Surface Pro 5 might very well dominate the hybrid market once more. Microsoft's Surface Pro line has been very warmly received by the tech community, with the devices receiving acclaim for their raw power, sleek designs, and admirable productivity capabilities. The Surface Pro 5 is expected to continue in this tradition, with rumors painting a picture of a device that is both attractive and extremely powerful. Current speculation points to the SP5 being equipped with Intel's Kaby Lake processors and up to 16 GB of RAM. A rechargeable Surface Pen, a vastly improved battery, and a similar price point as its predecessor, the Surface Pro 4, have also been speculated for the upcoming hybrid. These are not all, however, as a recent ALPHR report stated that the Surface Pro 5 might debut a particular accessory that was first introduced with the Surface Studio, the Surface Dial. The Surface Dial is a special productivity tool that works very well with graphics creation and other similar tasks, making the innovative little tool perfect for the Surface Pro 5. After all, the SP5, in a lot of ways, is pretty much a miniature version of the Surface Studio, with both devices being geared towards productivity, especially in terms of creative applications. If the Surface Pro 5 does include support for a mini Surface Dial, it would most likely herald yet another success for Microsoft. After all, most of the Redmond-based giant's competitors have largely focused on hybrid devices that are essentially laptops with detachable screens. With the Surface Dial, Microsoft could make the Surface Pro 5 stand head and shoulders above its competition, considering that it would give the powerhouse hybrid a completely new dimension in content creation. Apart from rumors of a mini Surface Dial for the Surface Pro 5, speculations are also high that Microsoft's upcoming hybrid device would feature a 4K screen, according to a TechRadar report. A 4K screen has long been rumored for the SP5, especially since the Surface line has always been advertised by Microsoft as portable productivity powerhouses. While Surface Pro devices have always had great-looking, premium-quality screens, the idea of the upcoming hybrid being equipped with a 4K display has been received very warmly by the tech giant's fans. Yet another interesting rumor that has emerged recently is the idea that, for the first time since the Surface Pro line was launched, Microsoft would be introducing an LTE-capable version of the device. In a lot of ways, this makes perfect sense, since the main weakness of the SP5's predecessor, the Surface Pro 4, was its absence of cellular support. In fact, one of the SP4's main rivals, the iPad Pro, was significantly more limited than Microsoft's device, but it still enjoyed an advantage in the market due to its capability to access the internet even without Wi-Fi. If Microsoft does release an LTE-capable version of the Surface Pro 5, it would spell big trouble for its rivals such as Apple's powerhouse, supersized tablet. While this might mean that Microsoft would need to release a variant of the SP5 with an ARM-based processor, a recent demonstration of Windows 10 running on the mobile chip seemed to suggest that the Redmond-based tech giant is seriously looking into the premise of a Surface device that can access the internet anytime, anywhere. If rumors are to be believed, however, Microsoft would be approaching cellular connectivity from another angle, utilizing eSIM technology instead. The Surface Pro 5 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting hybrid devices that will enter the market in 2017. With Microsoft seemingly pulling out all stops to ensure that its next hybrid device is a significant improvement over its predecessor, the Surface Pro 5 would most likely be one of the most formidable 2-inch-1 hybrid models. Microsoft is going to launch its new, innovative and distinguished smartphone Ultimate Surface in 2017. The Microsoft chief executive Satya Nadella said that we will continue to be in the phone market not as defined by today's market leaders, But what is that we can uniquely do, and what is the most ultimate mobile device? While talking to the Australian Financial Review, Nadella said that Microsoft is pursuing artificially intelligent cloud computing as aggressive market policy. He said that Microsoft has no hurry to rush for a competition with Apple and Samsung in the market. Pointing towards the indigenous ideas and innovative initiatives, Nadella said, "We don't want to be driven by just envy of what others have. The question is, what can we bring? That's where I look at any device form factor or any technology, even AI." Nadella was on a visit to Sydney where he addressed a conference of local developers. He said that the key to Microsoft's recent momentum is that he believes in bold initiatives and taking risks. He pointed to the 2-inch-1 Surface Pro launch when it was hesitantly accepted, but now it has become a dream device. Although Nadella did not specify the launching and specifications, but he pointed towards artificial intelligence and cloud computing. It can be predicted that the new Ultimate Surface phone will have an edge of artificial intelligence and cloud technology upgrades, reports Forbes. The Ultimate Surface phone seems to be equipped with the inspiring features of Surface Pro 2-inch-1 series gadgets. That may include Surface Pro Design Touch, a 2-inch-1 phablet capability, and advanced powerful RAM, CPU, storage, and of course Microsoft indigenous operating system. What the most we can expect from Microsoft is their devices are user-friendly. Ultimate Surface phone is expected to be exceptional with innovative display and glamorous design. As consumers are expecting foldable smartphones with bendable screens in the near future, Ultimate Surface phone cannot ignore this credit with even